what I'm going to do here is that during the month of May, I was very, very busy with taking time off work with my daughter, just getting back into the swing of things. Went back to work, spent time with my daughter, and I was with my lady as well. And what I also did was purchase a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Like, look at how fat this stack is. So what I'm going to do is that I'm actually just going to go ahead and do what I did back in April, and I'm going to show you what I purchased for the month of May. So it's going to be a very long video, so please go ahead and grab a drink, grab something, but trust me, it is a lot to cover, and it is, again, just a way of showing what's to come in the future. So I'm going to go ahead and do what I did last time. I'm going to start off with the extra deck cards first. So starting off, I did purchase a Salamangreat Violet Chimera. So with the Evergrow and Rise of Salamangreat, I'm sure you've seen people top with it, play online with it. I just wanted to have it in case it comes up. So it's a good super poly target, and yeah, I just wanted to make sure I had one. I got a Prank Kids Weather Washer, going with the same thing. You can go ahead and super poly this since Prank Kids are also on the rise, and they're actually really hard to beat. So if you don't know what you're playing against, or you don't know how to play against it, being able to just super poly their board is really good, and this is the best way of doing it. I purchased a Eldritch the Mad Golden Lord. Again, same topic. These are just super poly targets, but I wanted to go ahead and have it in case I did run into Eldritch, or I was playing like Grenmaju and I wanted to update that and put some more super poly targets in. So I just thought having it was good, and then it's also pretty beefy, 3,800, 3,500 attack and defense, so why not? Also, I apologize if I do sound ill. I am kind of sick at the moment. It's not COVID, but I am pretty sick, so if I sound raspy, that's why. I've never owned this card, but I picked up an Naturia Exterio, so I got this for like Waking the Dragon, and I just thought it was a cool card to have, and plus this thing has just always been beautiful. So I've just always wanted one, and now I finally have one. So yeah, that's basically it. And then if you saw my Instagram post, I purchased a secret rare first edition Dimension of Chaos Scarlet Red Dragon Archifiend. I did actually get rid of my ulti because I am not a fan of ultimate rares as I used to be back in the past. I just don't feel comfortable playing with them, and plus with everyone being, you know, how Yu-Gi-Oh players are, I just thought having the secret first would just be the better way of playing it. And I just think it's beautiful. Going into some Xyz, I have some cards from Ghosts from the Past that I haven't covered. So I have a Dark Requiem Xyz Dragon just to have. Same thing with Durendal, just picked up one of those. And then I don't know if I'm really ever going to use these, but Galaxy Eyes Cypher Blade Dragon. I picked these all up because they were essentially nothing, and you never know when these cards can come up in the future because Konami always reprints these cards for a reason. May not be good now, may not be good in the future, but sometime down the line, these cards will eventually be relevant again. I also picked up a number 49 Fortune Tune because we are going to be playing Burning Abyss this format, and this is just a really good card to help you make Zeus. And then I showed off a gold rare back in the day, but I actually went ahead and splurged a little and got the Legacy of the Valiant Secret Rare Downward Magician, and I just think it's absolutely beautiful. Because if we're going to be playing Burning Abyss, we got to go ahead and rock it out, right? So, one of those. And then I just picked up a few links from Ghosts from the Past as well. I got the Update Jammer to max out instead of playing the common. Same with Splash Mage. I got the Splash Mage to go with that as well. And not from Ghosts from the Past, but I actually picked up a Secret Rare Extreme Force Saruja because all my other cards that I have in the extra deck are max rarity from their OG set. At least I try to. I just want to make the extra deck look as nice as possible. I know these ones aren't, but I do like original set secrets, so I just went ahead and picked up the Saruja. But that's going to do it for the extra deck cards that I picked up. Not a whole lot because we're mainly looking for the main deck cards, which I'm about to get into. So starting off with the monsters that I picked up. One recover, you never know when it's going to come up, so I just thought it was nice to have. I got 3 copies of Tackle Crusader because this card sees its way in and out of formats, and people were using this with Adamantipator. So if that deck ever comes back and this card's used, then you have that for that reason. Another card that was good with Adamantipator was 3 Gigantus. I mean, it's not as good now because Block Dragon's banned, but this card has been common forever, and now that it's a holo, I just wanted to have a set because they're also just worth nothing, and it could also be worth a lot in the future. 3 copies of Backup Secretary. Again, don't know if I'm ever going to use this, but I just wanted to have it just in case because it was also a common, so I just picked up the Ultras because they were worth almost nothing. And then for a few hand traps I got 3 copies of Skullmeister because this card has been seeing a very big surge in the meta, and I just thought having Skullmeister in the collection was just the best way to go because you never know when this card's going to be good, and it was either get the common or get the secret or the super, so I just went with the supers because commons are ugly and secrets are not worth my time. So 3 of those. What I did splurge on was 3 secret Lancias. I mean, you saw that I have Ultras, but I got rid of the Ultras and helped my friend out and got the secrets instead because he's a little busy with Pokemon, so he doesn't really focus too much on Yu-Gi-Oh anymore, but he's still my boy, so I just got 3 secret Lancias from him. 3 copies of Retaliating Sea. Not super, but still good nonetheless. Supers are just bought out right now at a dumb price, so I just went ahead and got commons. And I picked these up just because I wanted them to have, and if you haven't guessed it already, I got 3 copies of Max C. So I don't own any of these, and I haven't owned them for a long time because they've been banned for so long. But if it ever does come back, you can expect Max C to see just a massive price jump. So I just went ahead and got golds. I just got golds because they're one of the cheapest rarities, and they actually don't look too bad, but I just thought they were whatever. So that's it for the regular monsters that I got. We're gonna go ahead and do trap cards next. I got 3 copies of a Pointer of the Red Lotus because this card always comes in and out of formats, and the super rares were only worth like maybe $1 for the playset. So I just went ahead and picked them up because this card has seen multiple price jumps in the past, and a holo version of it was much needed. So who knows if this is going to get bought out ever. 3 copies of the Monarchs Erupt because this card is great with Draco and obviously good with Monarch, but we play it for Draco because Draco's the best deck. 3 copies of Royal Prison. This card is really good too. I think this card has a lot of potential to come in the future, so I just went ahead and picked them up. 3 copies of Karma Cut. This is for Burning Abyss mainly, and I didn't own any of these, so I just went ahead and picked up the rares. I don't know if I'm going to play Karma Cut in my Burning Abyss list. There's a few lists that I've seen that play Karma Cut, but I don't know if I'm going to play it going forward. But I just like having them to have them. 3 copies of Broken Line. I mean, if you've seen Pack play this card, you'll realize that this card actually got bought out. But at the card shop that I went to, they had these cards for less than $1 each. So I went ahead and picked them up. I know it's kind of messed up, but I mean, they're just the Mega Pack ones, so they're not like OG or anything, but they're still good nonetheless. This card is crazy. And then the last trap I picked up for May was 3 copies of Evenly Matched. You've heard me talk about how I don't own this card, how I didn't see myself owning this card, but I actually did open up some Ghosts from the Past. I only opened up like 2 boxes and I pulled 1. So when I saw that I pulled 1, I was like, might as well just get the other 2, right? So I went ahead, picked up the other 2 because they were also worth not a lot. I mean, they were like probably $10 each. So I just picked up the other 2 just to have them. But that's going to do it for the traps. Okay, and to show off the spell cards I purchased, I got 1 copy of Psychic Eraser Laser, just because I had 2, but now I have 3, so I just wanted to complete the playset. 1 copy of Emergency Teleport, mainly because I just thought that this card can come up in the future. We don't know what's going to happen, so just picking out the 1 I just thought was key. And then I went for a little upgrade. I got rid of my Super Pots and got Ultras, just because my Super ones were really worn out and they were pretty damaged, so, as I've literally been using them for years. So I just decided to upgrade just a little bit. One day I'll get Secret Pot of Dualities, but I don't know, maybe when I get a better job. Next we got 3 copies of Enemy Controller, because this card always sees its way in and out of formats, and I just wanted to make sure to have a set before these cards came into the format again, and then there was a price increase. So just 3, just to have them. And then 3 copies of Mystical Space Typhoon. Same reasoning. This card always comes in and out of formats, and I wanted to have a playset of matching ones, unlike the one I had in my Go deck because they were all different. I just thought 3 MSTs just to have them were good, and they were basically cheap. And then basically the big purchase of the spell cards that I got were 3 copies of Secret Rare Signet Minings. If you know me and you've seen my channel, then you know that I use this card a lot with Salamangreat, and I always play Salamangreat, so I just want to be able to not necessarily flex, but I wanted to have the best looking solid deck since it's the one that I mainly use. But yeah, that's going to round it up for the spells. And then last thing that I got for the month of May was, if you saw in my last video, or in my last monthly haul video, what I did was I purchased Burning Abyss. So I actually got rid of my goat deck with a different goat deck that I'll be showing off in the near future. So I actually took the profit that I made from my goat deck and I bought some more cards. So I actually upgraded my Burning Abyss core. So I got the 3 super rare Rhino Warriors, as well as 3 super rare Skarms and 3 super rare Graphs. So this wasn't all that I got for the goat deck, because my goat deck was a little pricey, but there was also a lot of damage on those cards, so I wasn't able to get the max profit I wanted, but I was still able to get cards that I necessarily needed, which was most of the stack and these, and then what else is right here. So I got a Cherry Beanie as well, only the Ultra, not the Secret, because I don't really know if I'm going to use this card. But with the funds that I got, I purchased the Secret Rare First Edition Cross Souls Dante Pilgrim of the Burning Abyss. And to finish off the video with a big purchase was that I got 3 copies of First Ed Secret Rare Duelist Alliance Dante of the Burning Abyss. So just a little flex, but I love this deck, and this deck always comes in and out of format, and it's probably the deck I'm going to be using mainly going forward because it's a lot of fun, and I just like what it does for the community and for the format. But yeah, guys, that's going to go ahead and do it for this monthly haul. I know it's a pretty big one because there was a lot of ground to cover for the month of May. But yeah, this big fat stack of cards. Just look out for most of these in the near future because I will be using a lot of these cards. But yeah, guys, until next time, this has been Papa, and I will catch you all in the next video. Take care, everyone.